Welcome to Daily Simple English Speaking. Subscribe for more.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel.
Yes, welcome back. We are so happy to have you here.
Before we jump in today, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You really don't want to miss our videos.
You definitely don't. We have some great stuff planned.
We really do. So today we're doing a deep dive into something really special. Latest realistic daily routine vlog. It features the two of us just sharing a full, unfiltered day in our lives.
Just a normal Tuesday, nothing crazy.
Right. We want to show you exactly how we operate in our shared house, from the moment the alarm clock goes off all the way to turning the lights out.
I love this because we bypass all that fake stuff you see online. We aren't doing those punishing 4 in the morning ice baths.
Oh, absolutely not. No ice baths for me.
Exactly. We are not running a marathon before breakfast either. This is just real life.
Yes, today's mission isn't about looking at perfect or fancy millionaire morning routines. We want to extract real, genuine productivity habits from a very normal Tuesday.
Because that is what actually helps people.
Yeah.
You know, simple things.
Okay, let's unpack this. But first, I want to ask you, the listener, think about your own morning right now. Are you someone who bounces right out of bed with a big smile?
Or are you someone who is just trying to survive the alarm clock?
Keep your own morning in mind as we talk about ours. Let's start right at the beginning of the day.
The contrast between our two mornings is just huge.
It really is. Let's look at my morning first. I am a proud, self-proclaimed non-morning person.
You really are.
I am. So my alarm goes off at 7 in the morning, and the very first thing I see on my phone is 56 unread messages.
I still don't understand how you handle that. 56 messages at 7 in the morning. That is a direct ticket to a huge stress spike.
It sounds bad, I know. Group chats, emails, all of it.
Why would you let all that noise in right when you wake up?
Well, the trick is, I don't actually read them. I just see the number, and then I put the phone down. I refuse to engage with it.
So you just ignore them completely.
Completely. I acknowledge they are there, but I don't open them. Instead, I just chug a big glass of water.
Which is a great habit.
Yeah, and then I go straight to the bathroom for my skincare routine. It is very strict, but very fast. 3 steps, exactly 5 minutes.
Just cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen.
Yes. Cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. That's it. And then I have a super fast breakfast. Just a piece of toast with peanut butter and a banana.
It is very simple.
Yeah.
But, do you think you are rushing too much?
Not at all. I am doing it on purpose. I want to save my brain power. I don't want to make big decisions in the morning.
Ah, so you don't want to choose what to eat or what to wear.
Exactly. Figuring out a huge breakfast or a 10-step face routine just makes me tired. I want to save my energy for work later.
That makes a lot of sense. You're just trying to survive and keep things easy.
Yeah. But then we look at your morning, and you are on a totally different level.
I do love my mornings. I really do.
You are up at 6:30 before me. You are already dressed, and you are making coffee while I am just opening my eyes.
The coffee is very important.
Yeah.
But the best part of my morning is my stretching routine.
Oh, yeah, you do exactly 10 minutes of stretching every single day.
Every single day. I started this habit 3 months ago, and it completely cured my back pain.
I still can't believe that. Just 10 minutes a day fixed chronic back pain.
What's fascinating here is that there is no right or wrong way to do a morning. My morning is very organized, and yours is just about surviving. But both ways work.
Yeah, because we both get our work done.
Exactly. It shows that both approaches are totally valid, as long as it works for you.
And you also spend time on your breakfast. You don't just eat toast.
No, I take 10 minutes to make oatmeal. I put in fresh blueberries, strawberries, and honey.
That sounds so good.
It is. And it keeps me full all the way until lunch. I need that energy.
So we have 2 completely different ways to do the morning in the same house.
Yeah, you keep it simple to save energy, and I spend time to build up my energy.
Right. But the real test is when we actually sit down to work. Let's talk about our workspaces and how we get things done.
This is where we really see how different we are.
So we both work from home. I am working at my desk, and I have a lot of different things to do. I have to answer those 56 emails, do a video edit, and prepare for an online meeting at 11.
You have a lot of different tasks.
I do.
Yep.
And you are working as a freelance designer. On this particular Tuesday, you had a really tight deadline.
Oh, I was so stressed. I was designing a logo for a small coffee shop.
That sounds like fun, but hard work.
It is very hard.
Yeah.
Creative work is not just a simple checklist. You start with a blank screen, and you have to think of new ideas. It takes so much focus.
Which brings me to my favorite part of the day, my anti-overwhelm trick.
I love this trick so much.
So to manage my busy morning, I don't use any digital apps. I don't use my phone or my computer for my to-do list.
Which is funny, because you are editing a digital video.
I know it sounds a bit old school, but I take a real physical piece of paper and I write down exactly 3 tasks. I call it the rule of 3.
Just 3 must-do tasks.
Yes, just 3. If I open a digital app and see 40 things to do, my brain just freezes. I feel so overwhelmed.
Digital apps can be terrible for that. You see tasks for next week, next month.
And it makes my stress levels jump. By writing just 3 things on paper, I tell my brain, you only need to worry about this.
It really stops the endless to-do list panic, and it keeps you off your phone.
Exactly. And honestly, taking a real pen and crossing off a task on paper, it feels amazing.
It gives you a little happy boost. You just don't get that from tapping a glass screen.
Nope. Which is why you said you wanted to switch to the paper method, too.
I really do. My digital app just distracts me, and I need all my focus for my design work.
Speaking of focus, we need a lot of energy to keep working hard. That brings us to 12:30, lunchtime.
The best part of the day.
We do a strict 15-minute reset. We step completely away from our desks.
And we made that amazing fresh pasta salad.
Oh, it was so good. Cherry tomatoes, cucumber, cheese, olive oil, and a little lemon. Super fast to make.
But the food isn't even the most important part. It is the break from the screens.
Right. We always talk about the afternoon slump, that tired feeling at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and the reason people get so tired is screen fatigue. Many people just eat lunch at their desk. They stare at the computer or they scroll on their phone while they eat.
And then they wonder why they are so tired an hour later.
Exactly. Stepping completely away from screens to eat together is the absolute cure for screen fatigue. It gives your brain a real break.
Just looking at the kitchen wall instead of a bright screen helps so much.
It really does.
And I take it one step further. After lunch, I always take a 10 to 15-minute walk outside.
Rain or shine, you always go.
Yep. I need the fresh air and the physical movement. It tells my body that the morning work is done, and it resets me for the afternoon.
Getting out of that sitting posture is so healthy.
It really is. So after the walk, we start our afternoon strategies. How do you handle your afternoon?
Well, my brain is usually tired from designing all morning. So I tackle my lighter tasks, I answer my messages, I plan out the rest of my week, and I do the online grocery shopping.
You do the easy stuff when your energy is lower.
Exactly. If I try to design a complex logo when I'm tired, I just get angry and do a bad job.
That is so smart. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. For my afternoon, I use a strategy called task batching.
This is your secret weapon.
It is. So instead of filming one video every single day, which is exhausting, I batch my creative work. I film 2 or 3 videos in a single afternoon.
Just back to back.
Back to back, setting up the camera, the big lights, the microphone. It takes so much time and mental energy.
It is a lot of work just to get ready.
Right. So if I only set it up once, I save immense time and energy. Once I am in a good mood to talk to the camera, I just keep going.
Doing that every single day would make you so tired.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant way to save your energy.
Thank you. It really changed my life. But we don't just use smart tricks for our work. We use them for our chores, too.
Oh, you mean 3 o'clock?
Yes. At 3 o'clock, we have our Tuesday tradition, the weekly supermarket trip.
People probably think we are crazy for calling a grocery trip a fun tradition.
I know, going to the supermarket is usually boring. It is a chore. But we turn it into something fun.
We play loud music in the car on the way there.
And we walk down the aisles together, and we always playfully argue over which snacks to buy.
You always want the salty chips, and I want the sweet stuff.
It is a perfect balance. But honestly, turning this boring chore into a fun, shared activity makes the whole day better.
It gets us out of the house and gives us a break from work.
Exactly. We laugh, we talk, and it removes the stress of doing chores. And that happy feeling carries us right into the end of the day.
The evening wind down.
Yes. Let's talk about our evening because we are very strict about our rests.
At 6:30, we officially shift into evening mode. We stop working completely.
The laptops are closed. We share a very quick dinner, just some stir-fry vegetables with rice.
Super healthy and fast.
And then we sit on the couch. We watch exactly 1 episode of a funny TV series, and we drink herbal tea.
It creates such a calm, cozy feeling in the house.
It does. It tells the brain that work is over. Then we go to our own rooms for our personal routines. My wind down is very simple.
You like to keep it easy.
Always. I do my 3-step skincare again. Then I read a real physical book for 20 minutes. And then I do exactly 5 minutes of journaling.
I love your journaling rule because it is not like a long emotional diary.
No, I don't have time for that. It is highly structured. I write down answers to 3 things. What happened today? how I feel, and what I want to remember.
Just those 3 prompts.
Just those 3. It takes 5 minutes. But it lets my brain rest. I put all my thoughts on the paper so I don't have to think about them when I try to sleep.
It is like your morning to-do list, but for the evening.
Yes. Then at 10:30, it is lights out for me. I go right to sleep.
Meanwhile, I stay up a little bit later. I usually go to bed around 11.
But you have a very strict rule for your evening.
Yes, my digital curfew.
Tell everyone about the curfew.
At 10 o'clock, I put my phone completely away. No exceptions. Absolutely no scrolling in bed.
That is such a hard thing for most people to do. We all want to check one last email or watch one more funny video in bed.
But it is a trap. An hour later, you are still awake. If we connect this to the bigger picture, this one rule changed everything for me.
Really? Just the phone rule?
Yes. Committing to just 1 week of no scrolling in bed drastically changed my sleep quality. I sleep so much deeper now.
Why is the phone so bad for sleep? Is it just the blue light?
The blue light is bad, yes. It tricks your brain into thinking it is daytime.
Yeah.
But it is also the content itself. Your phone is built to keep you awake.
Oh, like the exciting videos and stressful news?
Exactly. It keeps your brain engaged and alert. You need to give your brain a runway to land. You can't just stop instantly. By putting the phone down at 10, my brain naturally slows down.
I love that. The brain needs a runway to land. That is a great way to put it.
A successful day actually starts the night before, with a deliberate wind-down routine.
That is so true. So what does this all mean? When we look at our whole Tuesday, from the morning alarm to the final lights out, the message is really simple.
Very simple.
You don't need a crazy or perfect routine to be productive and happy. You don't need to wake up at 4 in the morning.
And you don't need complicated digital apps either.
Right. A normal Tuesday that balances focused work, screen-free breaks, and a solid wind down is more than enough.
It is about finding a balance that works for you.
So we want to ask you, the listener, think about your own day tomorrow. Which elements of our routines could you adopt?
Could you try the rule of 3 on a physical piece of paper?
Or maybe you want to prioritize a totally screen-free lunch. Try looking out the window instead of at your phone.
Or maybe try my 10 o'clock digital curfew. That is a game changer.
I challenge you to try just one of these things tomorrow. See how it changes your day.
I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. If you were to write a script of your own entirely normal Tuesday, what hidden patterns would you discover?
Oh, that is a good question.
Would you find that your mundane, everyday habits are actually the secret framework holding your success together? Or would you find habits that are draining your energy?
I really love that. It makes you look at your day completely differently.
It really does.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into our channel's vlog script. We love sharing our Tuesday with you.
We really did. Thank you for listening.
Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave a comment below about your own daily routines. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
We'll see you in the next one. Take care.